Hi, everybody. Welcome to Story Time. Easter is coming soon, and so we will read some books about Easter. The first one is called Hopper's Easter Surprise. Hopper was sitting in his hollow thinking, "Will I always be an Arctic hare?" "Mama," he asked. "Of course," said his mother with a smile. "You'll grow bigger and stronger, but you'll always be a hare." "I wish I could be another animal once in a while," said Hopper, leaping nimbly over his mother's back. "I want to fly like a bird." "That would be fun," said his mother, "but I'm afraid you can't. You just think what hares can do, though. No other animal can leap or turn somersaults as well as you." Hopper followed his mother to the edge of high plains and gazed down into the valley below. "Do hares look alike, Mama?" Hopper asked. "I hope not. I don't want to look like all the others." "You don't look like all the others. One of your ears has a beautiful blue tip. When summer comes, your fur will turn brown, and you'll look like the hares who live down there. The Easter Bunny has brown fur, too." "The Easter Bunny? Who is he?" "The Easter Bunny is someone very special. I have heard many wonderful stories about him. They say he can run faster than the wind when he ducks down into a hollow or hides in the undergrowth. Not even the falcon with its sharp eyes can find him. That's why no one has ever seen him." "What else do they say about him, Mama?" asked Hopper eagerly. "He is very brave. Neither the fox nor the wolf frightens him, and every year at Easter he collects eggs from the hen houses and cleverly carries them home. When he decorates the eggs and hides them for the children to find, there, now I've told you everything I know." "I want to be an Easter Bunny," cried Hopper, rushing away. But after a few moments he stopped. "Just how do you become an Easter Bunny?" he wondered. "Let me think. What did Mama say? I have to be brave, and you mustn't be afraid of the fox." So Hopper went bounding through the forest looking for a fox. At last he found one. The fox was sleeping in a hollow log. He had expected the fox to be more dangerous than this. Fast asleep, it looked quite harmless. "If only Mama could see how brave I'm being," thought Hopper. Suddenly the fox leaped out and tried to grab Hopper. He had picked up the little hare's scent from a long way off and was only pretending to be asleep. Hopper just managed to jump out of the way. He turned a quick somersault and ran for his life. Hopper raced into a thick clump of long grass and crouched down as low as he could. He was out of breath and his heart was pounding. He certainly couldn't run faster than the wind, like the Easter Bunny, but hiding was good enough. The fox gave up looking for him and trotted away. "Oh dear, it's hard work being an Easter Bunny," sighed Hopper. He crept quietly out of the long grass and hopped into a meadow. Hopper couldn't believe his eyes. A brown hare was sitting right in front of him. "Hello," said the brown hare. "Hello," said Hopper shyly. "Are you the Easter Bunny?" "The Easter Bunny? Who's he? I am just an ordinary hare." "It's a pity," said Hopper. Then he told the brown hare everything he knew about the Easter Bunny. "I want to be an Easter Bunny myself," he added. "What a great idea," said the brown hare. "Come on over. Let's go to the hen house. It can't be that hard to carry a few eggs around." Once inside, the two young hares explained to the hens that they wanted to be Easter bunnies and needed some eggs. "Of course you can have some," cackled a kindly hen. "Here, take these. One for you and one for you. But mind you don't drop them." "Don't worry, we'll be careful, and thanks a lot." "Come on," said Hopper. "Let's take these back to my mama. She's sure to know the best way to decorate them." They walked very carefully, but the climb up to the high plains was much harder than they had expected. Just before they reached the top, disaster struck. Hopper took a tumble, and the brown hare tripped over him. Both the eggs were smashed. Hopper's mother tried to comfort him when they got home, "Don't be sad, children," she said. "While you were away, someone brought a present for you." Hopper and his friend stared at the beautiful white egg tied with a red ribbon. "It's from the Easter Bunny?" asked Hopper. "Yes, it is," said his mother. "He thought you might like to decorate it yourself. You're very tired now, but in the morning I will show you how to paint it." Then the brown hair curled up close to Hopper, and soon they were both fast asleep, dreaming of the lovely patterns that they could paint on their special egg. The end. Hopper's Easter surprise. The Easter egg farm. Pauline lived in Miss Pennyworth's hen house with 4 other hens. Each day, Mrs. Pennyworth collected the eggs. "Only 4 eggs again today?" she asked. "Somebody isn't doing her job." "Are you all trying?" the hens clucked. "Well, try harder. I want 5 eggs tomorrow. Concentrate." Pauline was embarrassed. She was the one not laying an egg. Every time she tried, the other hens squabbled. Pauline couldn't concentrate in all the confusion. "Pauline is lazy," one hen clucked. "I'm not lazy," Pauline said. "I'm just different." She turned her back on the others and concentrated very hard. Finally, a wonderful thing happened. Pauline stepped back to look at the egg in her nest. It wasn't like the other eggs, but Pauline thought it was beautiful. "Get a load of this," another hen cackled. "Pauline just laid the world's ugliest egg." "It's not ugly," Pauline said. "It's just different." But Pauline began to feel ashamed of her egg. She nudged it under the straw with her beak. The harder Pauline tried to lay a normal egg, the stranger her eggs got. She hid each one of them, but not before the other hens had seen them and made fun of her. When Pauline couldn't stand the teasing any longer, she made herself a nest outdoors. She stared at the sky, concentrated very hard. This time her egg came out blue with clouds. But before Pauline could hide the egg, someone saw it. Mrs. Pennyworth. "Pauline, what a lovely egg," she said, holding it up in the sunshine. "This is too unusual to crack open for my breakfast. I'll put it on my windowsill so everyone can enjoy it." The next day, Pauline laid an egg that was even more unusual. Mrs. Pennyworth was delighted. "Can you make more eggs like this?" Then Mrs. Pennyworth noticed the ladybug on the blade of grass right in front of Pauline. "Hey, I get it. The egg comes out looking like whatever you see, right?" Pauline blinked. She wasn't quite sure how it worked herself. "This is fantastic," Mrs. Pennyworth said. "Come into the house with me. We'll see what kinds of eggs you lay there." Pauline loved being inside. There were lots of pretty things to look at in her new surroundings. Pauline became quite creative. Soon her unusual eggs lined the windowsills of Miss Pennyworth's house. One day, a lady appeared at the window. "Are these lovely Easter eggs for sale? I need one for every child in town. They're for the annual Easter egg hunt." "No problem. We can lay that many eggs, can't we, Pauline?" "We?" thought Pauline. She had never seen Mrs. Pennyworth lay an egg, so she knew it was up to her. Laying eggs for the Easter egg hunt would be an honor, she clucked happily. "Come back for your eggs the night before Easter," said Mrs. Pennyworth. Pauline was excited. She started laying 2 eggs a day, then 3, then 4. Mrs. Pennyworth began taking Pauline on field trips for inspiration. The first week they went to the art museum. The second week they went to the ballet. Pauline was so thrilled by the music and dancing, she laid more eggs than ever when they got home. Finally, it was the day before Easter. "The egg lady will be here tonight," said Mrs. Pennyworth. "I'd better start packing up the eggs." She lifted an egg from the windowsill. "Uh-oh, there's a crack in this shell." Miss Pennyworth ran to another window. "Pauline, some of the eggs are hatching. We shouldn't have left them in the sunshine." Soon baby chicks were popping out all over the sunny side of the house. "Stay in there," Mrs. Pennyworth shouted at the unhatched chicks. "You're ruining the eggs." But the chicks didn't listen. They just kept hatching and hatching. Mrs. Pennyworth took the broken shells to the table and frantically tried to glue them together. "It's no use. I was never any good at craft projects." Just then there was a knock at the door. "Yoo-hoo!" called the egg lady. "I'm here for the Easter eggs." Do I have a deal for you?" cried Mrs. Pennyworth. "Would you like Easter chicks instead of eggs?" "Terrific," the egg lady said, as bright-colored chicks scurried around her. "Easter chicks are even better than Easter eggs." Mrs. Pennyworth helped the egg lady gather the chicks, but as fast as they were popped into the basket, the chicks jumped out again. Mrs. Pennyworth heard a clucking noise and looked up. Pauline was fluffed up to twice her normal size. She spread her wings like an umbrella, protecting the chicks who raced toward her. "Oh, Pauline," said Mrs. Pennyworth, "of course we can't give any chicks away. They're your babies." "But what about the Easter egg hunt?" the egg lady asked. "The eggs on the shady side of the house didn't hatch," Mrs. Pennyworth said. "You can take those." Pauline kept all of her babies. She loved being a mother. Every day she took her chicks for a walk, showing them the beautiful things around the farm. The chicks' grown-up feathers started to come in. "These chicks sure are different," said Miss Pennyworth. Pauline clucked proudly. Soon, Pauline's daughters were laying their own eggs. They took turns in the nest box, laying eggs of every color and design. Children from miles around came to see the unusual eggs and chickens. Miss Pennyworth's farm became known as the Easter Egg Farm. Pauline still lives on the Easter Egg Farm, but she doesn't lay as many eggs as she used to. Now, whenever she feels an egg coming on, Pauline closes her eyes. She doesn't concentrate on anything. She lays a perfectly ordinary, plain white egg, just to be different. All right, happy Easter, everybody, and I'll see you next time.